The Papyrus of Ani is a very important work of Egyptian art. It is a scroll, which is the type of book that is rolled up. Let's find out what makes it so special. Ani was a real person who lived in the city of Thebes in Egypt about 3,000 years ago. The artwork we are looking at is a scene from something called the Egyptian Book of the Dead. That was a papyrus scroll that Ani paid a group of artists and priests to make in order to help him get to the afterlife. Ani wanted to get to a place that the Egyptians called Aru. It is also called the Field of Reeds. This was the Egyptian idea of heaven. To get there, Ani had to undergo a very long and hard journey, and it begins with him being mummified. To be mummified, his body was prepared by Egyptian priests and wrapped in linen bandages and placed inside of a sarcophagus. While inside the sarcophagus, his heart is protected by a scarab amulet because the Egyptians believed that the heart was the most important organ of the body. It remembered all the good things and bad things a person did in life. The mummification process was intended to protect the body of the person so that in the afterlife the person could reunite with their body. Before this can happen, the person's spirit must pass through something called the duat. This was a place in the Egyptian underworld, a place of caves and fiery lakes and magic gates protected by fearsome beasts like snakes and crocodiles, and the duat even had some monsters. The worst one was a snake god of destruction called Apep. Ani wasn't afraid of Apep and all of the other monsters though, because he had his Book of the Dead prepared. It would guide him and help him to defeat Apep and make it to the Hall of Osiris with all of the prayers inside. Once Ani is in the Hall of Osiris, before he can be judged, he has to profess that he is worthy by telling 40 lesser gods all of the bad things that he has not done in his life. He does this successfully and gets to the scales of Ma'at, where his heart will be weighed against her feather. Ma'at is the goddess of truth. If his heart balances on the scale, he will be taken to Osiris by the god Re. Ani is in luck. His heart balanced on the scale. He makes it to the Field of Reeds and is reunited with his family. Yay for Ani!